All right, so the topic of my presentation today is occult aspects of project management. And spoiler alert, this is not a clickbait. We are going to talk about magic and project management. So, and I'm going to share some of the lessons learned and some of the insights that I think I got over the past 15 to, I would say, almost 20 years working as a project manager. So I would like to start with asking you a question. Do you believe in magic? And raise your hand, yes? When I say magic, I don't mean rabbits in hats. I mean like real, proper, and natural stuff. Yeah. Real magic, right? So very few people raise their hand, which is surprising for a creative community. So how I define magic? What do I mean when I say magic? I think magic is essentially, if you're serious about it, is gaining increased control over your reality. So if I start flying now, you will consider that magic because you cannot do it, and because it's unnatural. And in that sense, the problem with real magic is that it doesn't exist, because essentially it's a shortage of your senses and lack of understanding. So if you understand how it works, if you don't understand electricity, the light bulb looks like a magic. So it's kind of lack of education and understanding, really. So there is no magic. So there are no shortcuts. However, wouldn't it be cool if there was something close enough to real magic that we can use, some kind of shortcut? And I think basically this is my main message today, is that based on my understanding and research, the closest thing that comes to real life magic is project management. It is the scientific way to manifest stuff in life. It's a little bit slower, it's not real magic, but it kind of gets close to that. I'm waiting for the slide. It's taking longer than normal. Is it playing or not? All right. So what's the problem with project management? It's considered boring. Many people don't get it. It's very fragmented in terms of knowledge. So certain people believe waterfall, some other guys hate them, and they believe in agile and stuff like that, but they miss the basic concept, which is really, really powerful if you apply it in your personal life even. And so a few things about me. Obviously, I did project management. We heard about corporate life, mostly in corporate, and my career has been okay. I had a failure point in 2013. I failed an interview with a very famous company, and I got attached, and I felt the pain, and I kind of took it really the wrong way. It rubbed me off the wrong way, and I decided to figure out a way how to never be in a position where I get rejected again. So all my spare time went to researching how to pass the interviews with project management. And I came up with some methodology. I wrote a book on this. I coached some people how to do it. But in the process, I actually started because if you coach it, obviously you have to get it at a certain point eventually. So I kind of understood the broader concept, the broader aspects of that, and how you can actually apply it in real life. And a lot of people are not applying it correctly, even as we speak today. So it was and then I would like to share some insights that I got over the years. Before we go that, today I still do project management. So basically one of the things that I believe sets me apart is that I'm not preaching, I'm basically taking my own pill. So I try to do it, and I try to reflect on what I do, what works, what doesn't work, and not only what is in the book. Most teachers just quote the book. So yeah, I will try to continue doing this. Now, the model I would like to give you today is something that I came up with a couple of years ago, and I really like it, and it's basically, I call it the 4 elements of life. And what it is I believe that everything in life can be reduced to 4 separate categories: processes, projects, disasters, and environment. If you have a problem, I guarantee it's going to fall within one of those categories. If you master them, obviously you master very big area. So the first pair, processes and projects. Processes are repetitive, so everything that you repeat, you become very good at. So they're very, very much about perfection. Projects are one-off events, and they are messy. So chaos versus order. The next pair, disasters and environment. Disasters are disruptive. You don't know when they're gonna hit you. And then the environment is the context. And as a leader, your role is to protect your processes and projects from disasters and to select the right environment for what you do, whatever that is. Not all project-based work is of equal importance and complexity. So it lives on a continuum from very simple things like tasks, then you go to assignments, then you have projects, you have small, medium, big, then you have programs, and ultimately you have portfolios, which is the entire volume of project-based work. Everybody, every person, every business, every department, every family has unique mix of project-based work, things that are one-off in nature with different complexity. They're a large number normally, and they are managed in different way. So a lot of the problems that arise are basically you're trying to manage a task and you think it's a project. So the confusion with productivity, how many of you have ever tried something like productivity system to increase the, yes. How many types of productivity systems have you tried? 77. Why the number is big? Because they don't work, right? So, probably the reason is because most people try to manage a project as a task, task as a project. Companies have strategy, that's normal in corporate life. People have life goals. You mentioned about confusion and stuff like that. So exactly the same stuff, exactly the same technology, it's just that people don't think in terms of projects when they talk about their personal life. It's essentially the best way to do it. And essentially the scientific way to manifest is to use some kind of methodology and to be conscious about it. So most of the people talk about templates, about tools, my favorite one, or let's get another tool, doesn't work. You need to learn the methodology, how to do it. And finally, a lot of people have at certain points in their life, they have life issues, they don't know their purpose in life. So my advice to this, because I've also thought about it, is bring yourself to baseline first before you try to change the world. So if you drink, stop drinking. If you smoke, stop smoking. Don't think about complex stuff, just come up with something easy, do it, and then it will naturally evolve. And the real magic basically is intentional, so you need to consciously want it, intentional, complex, adaptive effort. This is basically adjustment. Complex adjustments are not intuitive. You have to actually have a methodology to do it, and project management does it, and everybody, absolutely everyone can invest some time to learn it and to apply that.